what Suki showed us.
Yeah, but she's making Madeline.
You've got to be heavy-handed. What? How many points?
1 point for bad.
10 points for good.
How many points?
It's rather straightforward. How you can tell a product, a type of food is healthy and not totally free, but it's not jam-packed full of
Preservatives.
It's not good. But what we've neglected to look at is the best before date. Last time I looked, that packet we bought, or we were about to buy, the best before date was 2022 March or April. Think about it. Anything that can be kept on the shelf for an entire year, it's got to be pretty well preserved.
Like Jason, being kept on the shelf for like over a decade. Very well preserved. Ding!
For me, and for the supermarket tortillas.
Yeah. So he said to me, oh, I'm not buying packaged tortillas for Jason.
For Jason or for
Damon anymore.
Jamie.
So he's like, why don't you look online and see if you can do some homemade tortillas? I'm like, okay.
Okay, Papa.
Yeah, leave the difficult job to me. So here we have it. Today in Ra's kitchen, I'm going to show you a very simple tortilla recipe that you can make for your kids and your husband and yourself to enjoy without having to worry about preservatives, without having to worry about whether you can cook or not. Fail-proof. This recipe makes about 8 pieces. I didn't want to make too many because then you end up having to put it in the fridge and it's not as fresh. So 8 pieces, and then if I want more, I'll just make it in the next few days. Dry ingredients. Salt. Giving it a good mix.
This is what Suki showed us.
Yeah, but she's making Madeline.
You've got to be heavy-handed. What?
Just make a little hole, and then you can add the wet ingredients.
Perfect.
Avocado oil and warm water. Now give it a good mix. So the avocado oil kind of gives the dough a little kind of yellowy tinge, but avocado oil is probably a healthier option for kids, so I've still opted to use avocado oil instead of other vegetable oils. Who needs an electric mixer when you have your husband?
My hand really hurts already.
Now you need to ditch the spatula and like get in there, get into the nitty gritty and kind of like play around the dough. Go, go, go!
Oh, I need to go for a pee.
You might want to add a bit more flour depending on the texture of your dough. So mine's a little bit too moist, so I'm going to add some flour. So the dough now is the right kind of texture.
And moisture.
And moisture. And moisture. Now we're going to split this dough into 8 little balls. Jace, you want to help me with this?
You can get Jamie to help you.
No, I don't think he can do that yet. He's just going to make a mess. So I like to go half. So I'm lightly flouring the dough balls so they don't stick to the bench. So after I flatten the dough balls, I am now going to cover it up with a towel and let it rest for about 15 to 30 minutes. And then after that, the next step, I'm going to roll it out bigger to make it into a bigger piece of tortilla.
15 minutes later.
Now I am going to roll this out into a nice thin tortilla, maybe about 8 to 10 centimeters in size. So the reason you cover it is so it kind of dries out a little bit and allows the flour time to rest, so it's not as soft.
You made it square though.
See, told you it's very hard. 45 seconds. just use really low heat. Pan fry both sides. About, I'd say 1 minute on the first side and maybe 30 seconds on the other side. And then it turns crispy and then it'll turn golden brown. Then it's done. Freshly made piece of tortilla. I'm gonna make a little wrap for his afternoon tea so it's nice and healthy, and he's a huge fan of wraps. I'm gonna put veggies, a bit of rice, salmon in there. I'm just hoping that he's gonna like it. Little tortilla wrap done. So basically you can put any filling you like inside. You can put a chicken Caesar salad filling, or you can put English breakfast filling, whatever, up to you. But I've kept it nice and simple and healthy for Damon.
Hungry piggy, where are you? Hungry piggy, where are you? Hungry piggy, where are you? What's like kitchen? Is it tasty?
1 point for bad, 5 points for good.
10 points for good.
How many points?
20.
20 points?
Jimmy, I love this skin.